How's it going, everybody? It's TheNewSam. We're doing a Transformers video review. Remember those? Oh, it's been so long. Anyway, because the channel's been around for 10 years now, and I really wanted to get back to the basics, I decided what better way to come back to doing all of this than to take a look at a toy from the line that got me back into collecting in the first place. You've seen in the background of my videos the collection room that I have, all that stuff on all those walls. That all started basically right here. I mean, yes, I had, stuff before that from when I was a kid, but to actually collect it all, that basically started here. So, from 2001's Transformers Robots in Disguise line, we're looking at Optimus Prime today. Now, in a departure from past Optimus Primes, he's a fire truck. Instead of a semi-truck, flat nose or long nose, doesn't really matter, he'd been both. He's a fire truck. He's got a nice long ladder, he's got a little hose gun down there, he's got the light bar. He's even got, you can tell he's a Japanese fire truck because he's got some kanji along there with Cybertron written down there because he is a Cybertron. Now, the Robots in Disguise version added that Autobot symbol right there. That wasn't on the Japanese version. However, held over from the Japanese version is the fact that alongside his tires on here, it says Fire Convoy, because that was his name in Japan. He wasn't just Convoy, Optimus Prime, he was Fire Convoy. Now in this mode, he rolls along pretty nice on some actually rubber, or at least some kind of rubberized plastic tires. The only problem is, this toy is now, 16 years old? So, the tires are having a bit of decomposition, a bit of breakage. It's unfortunate, but it happens, no matter how well you try to keep the toy. I've actually got a Robots in Disguise Magnus that's still in box. His tires are destroyed. I really wish someone would make some reproduction parts for these. I would shell out good money for reproduction tires for this guy. Even if they weren't rubber, if they were plastic alternatives, I would take it. I do love the rubber tires on this guy, but man, it would just look so much better if they were whole again, you know? In this mode, he's got a lot of good details. You've got up top here, you can see sort of that cross pattern of metal, clear windows, place for a license plate, and even painted tail lights and some details back there. Apart from the detailing, he does feature a couple of gimmicks in this mode. For starters, the ladder can lift up, it can rotate all around, it can extend longer than the camera can see. There's lights and sounds. I don't have any batteries in them, but if you were to press that button right there, you'd have sirens going, the lights would start flashing. Honestly, I don't even know if the electronics still work in this guy because he's so old, but I didn't really want to bother with it for this review just because it's going right back up on my shelf afterwards, and if I forget to take the batteries out, it's going to be a friggin' nightmare. Aside from that, he's got a couple of flip-out weapons. Right up in here, turn this a little ways towards the camera so I can see both. There we go. Right here, it's got a couple of flip-out nozzles for a water blasting attack or what have you. And the best way for any fire truck to take out a fire, missiles. Now all of these do launch, though I don't think they're very powerful. Still got a little bit of power to them. And of course, with the launchers deployed, you can still extend the ladder in case you need to shoot something even further away, I guess. Not much else to say about the vehicle mode, so let's transform him and take a look at his core robot mode. That's right, I said core robot mode. So to transform him, come underneath here and detach him from there. In this form, with the inclusion of his fire hose gun, you can set that on him, and he can roll sort of three-wheeled in this mode if you were so inclined. I don't know why anyone really would, but it's something you can do. But to transform him, just go ahead and take that back out, fold these out, split the entire front end off, and it just folds out like so. These come around, those become the front of his legs. Come back here, flip those panels out to allow us to fold out the feet. Fold those panels back down to fill that area back in. The arms come out, down, around, down, around. You collapse the whole guy together, and fold the lights up, give him his gun, and there's our ID Prime in robot mode. Now in this mode, because it was just after Beast Wars, he's got quite an impressive range of articulation. Ball jointed ankles allow his feet do some serious all-around moving. Allows him great stability in a variety of poses. The knees have got quite a deep bend to them. Legs can move up that way. They can also move outward. Ratcheting all around because he does combine with other things. The arms, because of the transformation, can move in and out. They can also extend like that for combined modes, which allows them even more movement. Rotation at the shoulder, elbow, swivel, and ball-jointed wrists. Head's on a ball joint as well, and he can still turn his waist. And because of another transformation joint, you can give him a bit of an ab crunch if you don't mind his head starting to sort of retract back into his body. Now, one feature about this toy that was either you love it or you hate it was the use of chrome for the chest plate, especially considering the fact that that's where things clip when he's going into his super mode or his combined mode. As you can see, it started to wear out over the years, and you can actually see that it's actually clear blue, much like the windows, underneath the chrome. So that's it for the base robot mode. Speaking of base, did you know that this could form a base? I keep wanting to call this the trailer, but it's not really a trailer because it's just the back end of a fire truck. But yes, it does have a sort of base mode. Start by separating off all the pieces that we're going to need to do the super mode anyway. Folding these foot panels out and folding the wheels in. Being careful not to lose one of the tires that has split. Stand the ladder up. Unfold these parts. Yeah, this way. Hand down like that. Do the same with this one. So connect those pieces together. Fold these down. We fold this down as well. Flip those out. Pop that back up. I suppose we can pan up a bit just so you can see. But I'm not going to be able to fit the whole thing in frame unless I completely readjust and refocus everything. So this is just going to have to do. Now, of course, this being an Optimus Prime from anything after the original, he's got a combination gimmick. Because of course he does. So in this case, he combines with the leftover components that form his base mode to form a super robot. To prep Optimus for combination, those out, those down on the back like that, that up, gun out of the hand, set him aside for now. Disassemble this whole thing. Actually, before I do this, he does have a couple things he did in the show, including putting those on as giant shoulder-mounted missile launchers. You know, if you want your Optimus Prime to be able to take out enemies from great distances with aggressive firepower. Also using his combination bits, he has been known to equip himself with a giant hand. He did that. That was the thing that he did. So now that he's got that on, let's just finish combining him the rest of the way. This piece, unfold all that. This rotates. We'll come up to the top here where there's a couple of pegs to peg this on. Fold that down, angle that in a bit, slide him down the rest of the way, and then we can peg his gun onto his shoulder there. And there we have Optimus Prime in his super mode. He's got cannons on both arms, missile launchers inside of his feet if he really needs to use them, gun on his shoulder, extra guns on top of his head. In here, he has this, which is apparently supposed to be the Matrix. So, just go with that. And then, should he really need to take some bad guys down, the entire ladder can be swung forward. Its weapons deployed. And he can use that to dole out blazing justice. So this concludes our quick look at Transformers Robots in Disguise Optimus Prime, a figure that got me truly excited about the resurgence of vehicle-based Transformers when I was younger, and led to everything that I have done since. So, thanks for watching, everybody. If you like the video, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll be back next time with a look at Prime's brother from the series, Ultra Magnus. So, look forward to that, and we'll see everybody next time.
命一つ